ចិត្តបងជាសុភាពណាបរំណាស្រឡាញ់បងចង់តែមិនខំទេស្រីព្រមទៅយកបងធ្វើប្តីអូនឯងកុំភ័យបងការពារព្រមទៅយកបងធ្វើប្តីអូនឯងកុំភ័យបងការពារទៅណាមកណាទៅណាមកណាយ៉ាងណាក៏មិនហ៊ាននឹងបងដែរណាបើដល់ស្រុកខ្មែរគេខ្លាចតែបងទេចិត្តបងជាសុភាពណាបរោះតែបងចេះទាំងអស់គ្នាប្រដាល់សេរីបងឈ្នះគ្រប់ទិន5 3ណាបដាល់ជើងថ្មីភ័យនឹងបងណា
Yeah, I've got a fantastic racist joke.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. The Who-ah!
I do.
Nearly got you. Nearly got you. You just missed Eloise singing along to The Who, dear listener. Well, not really singing along, but... This is distorting more than normal. We may have just played a dirty version of The Who, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Absolute Radio. Before we remind you what happened on yesterday's show, let's go to line 1. One, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Pitcher Phil with Absolute Baseball. In Tuesday action, it was Toronto over the Yankees 8-2, Boston over Cleveland 3-1, the Mets over Atlanta 3-2, and Arizona over Washington 6-1. Tonight it's the Twins and the Rays, and happy birthday for tomorrow to Kate Wheatley. She's a Marlins fan. So till next time, see you in the bullpen.
Is Pitcher Phil hustling on them? Was he just... Did
He just snuck in a shout-out.
He did a shout-out. I believe that was a booty call. I believe the Pitcher Phil, who I think is 70 years old, could be getting some pitching done himself this evening. Unbelievable. If you missed the show last night, dear listener, it was a good one. It sounded something like this.
Previously on the Alicia. I want to be free.
Breakthrough.
Hi.
Well, that's typical of Aaron, though.
This is David Bellarmine. Hello, sir. Would you like to go on my hobbly bubbly pipe?
Not Jean-Claude Van Damme, though. He was never saucy, more muscular.
My favourite conifer is a fusty moan.
The old Uncle Marijuana.
I have plenty of ice creams.
Are you shuffling a dead body?
I don't want to disclose that, thanks. It just had butter on, no cream.
4 years shy of the big one.
They say you have to work up till there's that stack up shelves. It was really wonderful. I'm not with her, I'll assure you.
Due to the dwarfism.
I just hit her with a piece of paper.
Next you'll be saying that you don't pronounce it Skellington.
Lucky foil crew! What is that all about? Would you like to speak about my lobelia? Keep listening and don't forget to download the podcast.
Bit disappointed there was more Dougie Anderson than there was me there.
Yeah.
Have you got a little crush on him? Because you have been asking a lot of questions about him this evening. A lot of questions.
I didn't get to ask them yesterday.
You're asking about his suit and about everything.
I like this suit.
Yeah.
No, all I said was he lives near Davis.
Right.
And then I said, how old is he?
Yeah.
And then I said, I liked his suit.
That, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the show, that's basically asking him out, isn't it? That's via proxy. But there was more of him than me as well. You showing off to him?
He's funnier.
He's not... Oh, he's such a... Like 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi Ian. Hi Eloise.
Hi.
It's Ollie from last night.
Hello, Ollie from last night.
How are you doing?
I don't remember him either, no, but let's pretend we do. How have you been since last night, Ollie?
I called in the dying embers of the show. So, like, the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, I kind of switch off at about 10 to 1, to be honest.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So what did you
Was
say?
he the one that we cut off and spoke to and said goodbye to Dougie for instead?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that you?
That was me.
Well, let's.
He's very polite.
Okay, tell you what, shut up, my show. What would you like to say, Ollie?
Well, I had a topic for you.
Well, now, see, the start of the show is a good point to give a topic. The end of the show, bad time for topic, because Polly would have nicked it. She nicked my bourbon.
How dare she?
I know. Anyway, what topic have you got for us? Because I'll be honest, I'm a little bit low on material. I sat down, I was chatting to Eloise, excited because Sparks are coming on the show in about 10 minutes' time.
All right.
And then I just thought, oh Christ, I've got nothing planned for the show this evening. So I've got very little.
Like you.
No, I've managed to trawl through my brain and I've come up with some stuff, but it ain't great. So anything you got that could help us, Ollie, then let's have it.
All right, okay. We'll give this a go. What's the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done in a job interview?
Oh, I do remember you saying that. I don't think... I've only ever had, like, 2 job interviews.
Oh, lucky you.
What's your story?
Thank you,
Oh,
Eloise.
right, okay.
Can you... I'm not being funny. Ollie, shut up.
I was being lazy.
No, but listen, it's not being funny.
No, you can't say this to me.
I can say this to you. I'll do this bit. This is
Well, I
my...
don't talk for the rest of the show. Just let me have like
Sorry,
2
I didn't mean
minutes.
to start
No one,
domestic.
this is not the Eloise Carr... Is that your last name, Carr?
Yeah.
Is it? I only found that out yesterday. This is not the Eloise Carr show on Absolute Radio. This is the Iain Lee show.
Yeah, that's fine, but
On
you
Absolute
stuff me in
Radio.
that little room over there.
You get to talk to as much as you want. Okay?
Yeah, to the freakos.
You're saying that all people like
Well,
Ollie...
I hope
Yeah.
I'm
Ollie,
not going to take this seriously.
Not being funny, mate, but keep out of this.
Okay.
Don't-
I didn't mean to start domestic.
Shut up. You don't do the... I'll do the question. We're going to come and interview Sparks now, are you, when
Yeah,
they come
I
on?
am.
You're not going to interview Ron and Russell.
Yeah.
You're not.
I am. I'm going to do it on the
Shut
phone
up.
out there.
Oliver, yes. So, what's your story, Oliver? Thank you.
Oh, right. I was in this interview in this insurance company.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't sound exciting.
Doesn't sound very
it's about
exciting.
the money.
No.
And I was all suited and booted.
Yeah.
And 45 minutes went pretty well. I was
Yeah. 45
attentive, you
interviews
know.
are 45 minutes long, are they?
Well, this one was.
Jeez, that's a long time.
Well, I took it as a good sign.
Okay, yeah.
And I was answering the questions, and I completely forgot that I had my legs crossed in one position the entire time.
Oh, I know where this is going. Go on, fella.
I don't think you do. I'd completely cut off all the circulation from
Yes.
both my legs.
Yes.
And when they went to say goodbye, I stood up, fell back, doubled over the chair, fell flat on my arse, landed in the corner of the office room.
It's pretty much what I was imagining, but that's fantastic. You could
Yeah,
collapse.
it gets worse.
Yeah. Oh, Ollie, go on.
There's a twist.
You're spoiling us.
Well, I tried to laugh it off,
Yeah.
and they went to shake my hand,
Yeah.
and my legs were like jelly, and I
Yeah.
just wobbled into them, fell into them.
Oh, mate.
The looks on their faces, they weren't sure whether I was having some kind of drug relapse or some kind of fit. It was awful.
Did you get the job?
Well, two weeks later, I got the thank you for your concern letter, which I was kind of expecting.
Yeah.
considering I look like a
We're not
maniac.
employing alcoholics at the moment, so do try and sober up for your next job interview. That's terrible. And did you walk out? And you do that thing. You walk in going, "Hey, yeah, that's cool, that's fine," and then you get out and you go, "Oh no!"
Well, I was so flustered and embarrassed. I'd gotten so red and
Yeah.
sweaty. I sort of wobbled down the office like I was on blancmange stilts, sort of wobbling from
Blancmange.
side to
Just
side.
go, hang on a second. That's a marvellous image. Everyone, just imagine blancmange stilts for a second. Just imagine that.
Yeah, it's a nice image, isn't it?
Wobbly stilts you can eat. Can you still get blancmange? I like blancmange. Just like pink, solid stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't particularly find it nice to eat.
My nanny Peg used to make blancmange. Do you know what
It's
blancmange
like
is?
creamy jelly, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, jelly's bad enough.
Sort of. I had some jelly the other day. An 11-year-old, my nephew made me some jelly the other day. I thought, oh, nice bit of jelly. I've not had jelly for years. And I ate it. I went,
Overrated.
jelly's rubbish. Without ice
It
cream,
is.
it's pointless.
It's all about the childlike wonder when you're a kid, jelly, and when you're older, magic's gone.
I tell you what is also disappointing. I went to a vegan restaurant last night. Vegan food, I don't get this. A vegan milkshake made with soya milk. It was
that's gotta be rank.
It was rank, right? And then he brought this yellow stuff. He went, that's like glucose. That's like it was a sweetener. He said you can put that in for a bit of sweetness. And I put in a third of the bottle of this stuff to try and get some. It was horrible.
So it's
Horrible.
so unhealthy then for you.
It was
You had so much.
healthy then unhealthy.
I was going to say.
Did you give him a tip? I hope not.
No, I didn't give him a tip actually.
Wise man.
Louise, you keep trying to say something. I'll let you come in.
All I want to say
Yeah.
is that I love the jelly cubes, not the jelly. But you know, when you used to be able to, your mum used to let you eat the jelly cubes.
I was never allowed to eat the jelly cubes. I always thought that would expand in my stomach.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I never had this. I feel so deprived.
Oh, just go and buy the cubes. Eat the jelly cubes.
Look, Wolfie,
Yes, hello.
do you like jelly?
Yeah, on a plate, yeah.
Jelly. Who knows the jelly song that I was singing today? Who knows it?
Jelly on the plate.
Jelly on a plate,
Wibble wobble.
jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. All right, okay, here we go. Stay there.
Cream.
Stay there. We're gonna. Okay, this is gonna be a first. We're gonna get. And Andrea, are you there?
Jelly on a plate.
Wobble, mate.
Oh, David Bellamy, right. David Bellamy, Oliver and Wolfie and Eloise. We're going to all sing the Jelly on a Plate song, okay?
Yes, let's go for it.
3, 2, 1.
Jelly
Jelly
on
on a plate.
Jelly
on a plate. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble. Jelly on a plate. Oi! Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
That's great, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun.
Now, I've got a cracking subject for each time.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if it's better than Ollie's subject, which is
vinegar.
Ollie's come in with a strong opener here. It's got to be said, a very strong opener.
It's about vinegar.
It's what?
About vinegar.
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 Yes.
Vinegar, of course, can be used for everything. Cleaning the windows, cleaning the floor, cleaning the oven. It can be used on wounds, and it can also be used on chips.
On wounds. I'm glad you said that word. Now, because I'm writing a tune about this, Ian. Yeah, this one need a bit of help on it. Right.
Wow, is this chips on a plate?
Okay. It's about Jesus H. Christ, Jesus Henry Christ, yeah. Now, that man suffered more pain than anybody can imagine or bearable. And they give him vinegar. Right, but this is 000 BC.
Yes.
Right.
No, it's
So
not zero.
where
No,
does the word
hang on a minute.
Yeah?
Jesus, are you talking about him on the cross?
Yes, Jesus Henry Christ. That was his real name.
That
Jesus
wasn't
H. Christ.
That wasn't 000 BC that he was on the cross. That was 32 AD.
Yeah, that was before 000. That's why it was BC. Now we're in AD.
That means before Christ.
But he was born, right, so there was like 1 BC, then there was 0. He was born on 0.
Yes.
Yes. And then he died 32 AD.
Yeah, but so how could they call it vinegar? And then you had salt, which was salt of the earth, yeah.
Well, I don't think the death
pepper
of
come from.
Wolfie. We did ask where peppers came from the other week. I don't think the death of Jesus, and then of course his subsequent resurrection, if you believe that story.
No, I don't.
I'm not that fussed by it either, but some people do. But I don't think that has any bearing on vinegar getting its name, does it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they called it vinegar in them days.
Right.
You see, where did the word vinegar from? You see, this is what I'm trying to analyse.
And I'm confused, Wolfie. Are you saying that because they called it vinegar in those days, that means the whole Jesus Christ story is a myth?
No, he was a real man, he was a good man. Yeah, he was a good man.
He was a good lad, yes.
Yeah, he was a great philosopher.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't like him, yes.
No.
We won't go into all the Bible.
Let's not go into all the Bible.
I'm just trying to suss out, there was vinegar then.
If the young lad who was listening yesterday, who's got the Street Bible, can help us with this, maybe there's...
Yeah, but don't forget, it was Jesus Henry Christ. Apparently he changed the water into wine. You see, there was vinegar, it was sour wine.
Ah.
Yeah, they made him try it. The more they give him to drink and then rub salt in the wounds. But where did pepper come into it?
Okay, well, that's a question that I've often... This is why I don't really buy into Christianity. Where did pepper come into it? That's See what you've started, Oliver?
I'm sorry.
This is your fault. You should never let callers phone up with their own topics. It ends in anarchy. Oliver, thank you very much for that. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. If you want to contribute to the Great Vinegar Jesus debate, if you've had an embarrassing... I can't believe, what a great start to the show. If you want to tell us an embarrassing thing that happened to you during an interview, 0330 123 1215. Don't forget, it's Freshers Week. New callers and irregular callers only, and Sparks will be on in about 5 minutes. How exciting.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, 0330 123 1215 is the number if you want to give us a call. It's Freshers Week this week, so we want new callers only, or irregular callers. If you're not sure whether you fit into that category, give us a call and let us know. But before we get to talk to you, the commoners, we're going to go live to Beverly Hills, California, the home of dreams and the home of Sparks. And I think we've got Russell and Ron both on the line, have we?
Yes, the maker of dreams out here. Yes.
The maker of dreams. It's always a pleasure to talk to you chaps. Thank you very much for coming on. What time is it over in Beverly Hills?
It's now 3:22 in the afternoon. Yeah, and we won't tell you what the weather is like. You'll hate us forever.
I will. Have you seen any movie stars today? That's what we imagine.
Today was kind of a barren day, I'm afraid.
That's what we imagine Beverly Hills to be like. You see Bruce Willis hailing a cab, and you see Sylvester Stallone going into the Gap. Does that not?
The problem is that every waiter at every restaurant is a potential actor,
right.
So it's kind of hard to know, who's the one to kind of pay attention to and who not.
Okay. Now listen, you chaps have done something very odd, and you have remixed A phrase I don't quite know what that means, to be honest. Maybe you can explain. But you've remixed a Katie Melua song.
That's right. Yes, we did.
But what does remixing mean? Does that mean you just put I've got it here and we're going to play it. I've not heard it yet. I've deliberately held off it, so I'm going to hear it for the first time here tonight. But does that mean you've made the bass a little bit louder and added some drums or what?
No, actually, well, we're sort of anti-remix in a general way, because the connotation generally is that it's, doing something that will work in clubs usually, is, remix sort of thing. And we're kind of, our sensibilities now, our tastes, we've kind of gone to other areas. And so when we were asked to do a remix for Katie's new single, we had said we would love to do it if we could kind of interpret it in our own fashion and not necessarily make it something that would be for dance clubs, but it was something that was actually a complete overhaul and reinterpretation of the piece of music. And so that's what we did with this. We've only done 2 other remixes. We did one for Morrissey and we did one for Yoko Ono as well.
Did you really? I didn't realise that.
Yeah, and those also were with that kind of stipulation that it would be like a reinterpretation of the song rather than doing something that would, you just add a drum loop underneath it and call it a remix.
Did have any of those people, Morrissey, Yoko, and Indy Katie, when you sent it back to them, did they go, "What have you done? You've muffed up the song. You've ruined it"?
Well, we were actually really pleasantly surprised in a certain way, because with both of those we kind of were a little bit more destructive of the original chord structure, but in both those cases that both of those artists really liked it, and we kind of only want to do this with people who we really respect as artists and as singers, and so we felt that when we got the original song from Katie, we felt the same way that it was somebody that we wanted to be respectful of, but that we felt that there were things in the chord structure that we could really fool around with and kind of elaborate on. And so we were kind of really pleased in the end when she liked it, and also her producer William Orbit liked it, because you never know, you're fooling around with someone's child when you do this, but they both thought the surgery was successful.
The surgery, we can rebuild him. I'm surprised you did a Katie Melua song. I met Katie, but a couple of years ago I had a very bizarre morning hanging out with her and Jose Feliciano. It was a very strange day. But I'm surprised you've gone for a Katie Melua song, but I think she's great. She's got a lovely voice.
It's a really beautiful voice. Now that was why we kind of didn't want to make this something totally unlistenable, which we can do that.
You've done that in the past. I've heard all of your albums. Yes,
it's one of our strengths actually. So, but we really, her voice is beautiful, and the song also, even though the original is a completely different style, it's a really strong song with a real song structure, and we followed the original chords, but we just kind of added some things to it.
I love the way you're kind of being very hesitant about it, Ron. Is that
the usual thing with the remix is to kind of subtract, but we kind of went the other way, and so we kind of added a lot of things, and also we fooled around a little bit with the tempo as well. It's a little bit faster than the original.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Can I ask? I came and saw your I guess it was the premiere of The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman. Was it earlier this year? Time has gone all plastic around me. I've just had a baby, so I don't know what's happening.
I think it was, or maybe the very end of last year.
Maybe. And that was fantastic. It was kind of like a sort of radio play with song. It's hard to describe, really.
Well, that we kind of feel, in a certain sense, we kind of feel that we want to inject that sort of kind of sensibility into everything that we do, that even if there's something like a 4-minute song like this, that we want to make it cinematic and dramatic. And so, working on something like The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman has kind of helped us to go back in a certain way, that when we're working with a traditional not a traditional song, but with a song
Yeah.
that we kind of feel that we can put that kind of sensibility into it musically.
And are you chaps? I get the impression with you two that you just never stop working. As soon as one project's over, you go, right, what are we going to do next? Is that the case, or do you ever take any time off?
No, we're actually working right now in our studio, and we're the plan is to really see The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman through to being a feature film.
Oh, yes, please. Yes,
and
please.
We're working on that now. We have a really great director who is, attached to the project named Guy Madden. He's a Canadian filmmaker that we really feel there's a kinship in his, stylistically, in what he does visually and what Sparks does musically. So we're really happy that he really responded so well to The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman, the music and the whole story, and we're just in the eternal hunt now for just for the funding to be able to do it. But we have some good support coming our way, so we're hoping that that's going to all materialize soonish.
It's always struck me as odd that you've not, apart from your brief appearance in Roller Coaster, you've not. The Sparks haven't. Sorry, should I not have mentioned that? The Sparks haven't done more with movies, with soundtracks or making movies, or doing that, because your music, your albums are like little films generally.
Yeah, for whatever reason that's been the case, and there was sort of another ill-fated project. We were going to do a collaboration with the French director Jacques Tati.
Oh yeah.
Back in 1976, and just due to financial reasons and health reasons on his part, that one never came to light. So that was something it would have been a dream for us to be able to work with him. But our work is often described as being cinematic, and so we kind of feel that it's natural for us to be working in that area, and we're really hoping that The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman can actually be a real film as opposed to a film in our own minds.
I hope so.
We have another project that also we had started in the 80s. It's called another film project, musical called My the Psychic Girl, and that project in the 80s, it was in development and was actually with Tim Burton directing it, and there had been some various reasons why at that time the project just didn't get off the ground, but there's actually been some stirrings that the film may actually get made in the not too distant future. So we're hoping for that.
Well, listen, we'll have a whip around here. I'm sure we can get a few quid that we can forward into movies. I know they're very expensive, but we can probably get 50 quid, 60 quid here towards the fund.
That would help. If not, it'll pay for our dinner.
We got catering.
Catering. Very quickly, someone just sent me a link of you on a program I'm not aware of, Gilmore Girls.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant little performance you guys do in this weird little busking scene. It's great.
Yeah, it was we did a stripped-down version of the song "Perfume" off of one of our later albums, and it was a popular show in America. I think it's off the air now, but
they were really they had a certain kind of sensibility. They had Sonic Youth did the same thing that we did.
Did they really?
Fantastic. It wasn't just the typical kind of music that you would hear on an American television show.
Oh, that's very good. Listen, are you coming back to the UK at any point soon? My wife is a huge fan. After I kind of dragged her along to a concert, and she fell in love with you, and she's been a few times, and she's asked me to point out that she started a Ron chant at a concert before anyone else did. She was there going, Ron!
She invented the Ron chant?
Knowing that, I'll be back really quickly.
She didn't invent it, but she at the concert we were at, no one was doing it, and she goes, I think I'm going to start a Ron chant, and she's very quiet and quite prim and proper, and she did start it, and she got very excited. So you must
tell her I'm deeply appreciative of that, and
I will do. She's very touched. Chaps, listen, I'm going to play the record now. It's Sparks versus Katie Melliot. It's A Happy Place. It's out now. It came out on the 26th. And it's the B-side, I think, of the Katie Melua single, if I got that correct, I think.
Right. Yeah, whatever a B-side is in this day and age.
Well, yeah, it's all just, it's to be track 2, I guess, on the CD is the thing. Russell and Ron, it's a pleasure as always to talk to you, and if you ever come back to the UK, then you must come in and talk a little bit longer.
We absolutely will.
Chaps, thank you very much for that. Here's the new single. It's Sparks versus Katie Melua, A Happy Place. I've not heard this yet. I'm very, very excited. Let's see what it's like. I'm glad that was good. Wouldn't that have been embarrassing? It was awful. I'd have felt terrible. That was fantastic. Sparks versus Katie Melua, A Happy Place. It was out. Well, it's out. Been out a week or so. So go and get that. Aren't they the nicest chaps in the world?
Yeah,
the thing is, they're quite geeky. I've met them a couple of times. They're quite geeky and they're very quiet. And then you go and see them in concert, and these two men just make this... they've got a band now, but they make this huge wall of noise. It's fantastic.
Which one is the one that has the little moustache?
That's Ron.
Oh.
Ron's lovely. Ron, for the whole concert, and this has been his act for 35 years, is he'll just sit at his keyboard and he'll just stares out. And that's all he does. And it's wonderful. And then everyone goes, run, 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 run. And he doesn't do anything. It's brilliant. If you've never seen Sparks, if you have a passing interest in the hit, I thoroughly recommend you go and see them. They're one of the best live bands. 0330 123 1215. We'll take some of your phone calls after this.
We are Absolute Radio, now with a cooler, smoother taste.
Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Eloise, before we do it, tell the kids the controversial, crazy idea you've come up with.
We are closing the Facebook page for the rest of this evening and tomorrow because you're commenting on that and not phoning in. So we want you to phone us in and not talk on the Facebook.
She's got a right strop on. I said strop on, and she's going to do it. She's going to close the Facebook page for the rest of the week.
I'm giving you 5 minutes.
Your 5-minute warning. You've got the time it takes for Bruce Springsteen to sing this weird song about dancing in the dark to get your comments on. Oh, jeez, it's going to end in tears. It really is. It's kicking off on the Facebook page, Eloise. It's kicking off. Eloise needs a chill pill. But by then, won't be calling anyway, so what's the point of closing the page, says Linda. What? Says Lawrence Kirkwood. There's a Facebook page, says Dan Bishop, on the Facebook page. Eloise, find your heart. You're actually going to do it, are you, Eloise?
I don't think that. I think they're taking it in the wrong way.
Linda
We've got no calls really, and it would be really nice to have new people to call in. Half of these people I've never spoke to. It'd be brilliant if we could get them on air. So
Linda's getting well stroppy with you. You are punishing the wrong people, Eloise.
We're not punishing anyone.
None of us call in anyway. Then in capitals because she's shouting ridiculous.
Oh God, get a life! It's capitals are capitals.
Can I just say to all the Facebook likers, this decision has come from above me. It is nothing to do with me. I would love you to be on the Facebook page all evening, but my producer Eloise has decided and decreed that the page will be closed down. Are you closing it down now? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, while you do that, I'll talk to Dr. Edgar Halifax. Good evening, Doctor.
Apologies, it's Dr. Edgar Halifax.
Halifax, okay.
That's right.
Are you a real doctor?
I'm an astrophysicist.
An astrophysicist?
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay, that's very cool.
I'm hailing from the Kerala.
From the, sorry?
Kerala.
The?
Kerala.
Okay,
India, Kerala.
Okay, what's your favourite planet?
Planet is Pluto.
I thought Pluto wasn't a planet anymore.
Well, it is still declared as a planet. Very cold.
And why do you like Pluto so much?
Pluto, when I was young, I used to watch the cartoon. And I was interested in science, and Pluto associated with the dog. So I was enamored with that one. Do you ever watch the cartoon, the Pluto, the dog?
I have seen. I'm aware of Pluto the dog. Yes, the Disney character, isn't he?
That is right. Fantastic character. The main point I was reading about.
Eloise, I hope you're listening to this. This is the best bit. This is the best bit podcast. Yes, Doctor. What were you calling about?
I am here hailing from India. Recently, I've come in here, and I very like watch cricket.
You like what? Sorry.
Cricket.
What?
cricket.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to get involved in some teams, but I can't find any colleagues and so forth interested. Maybe your listeners may be interested in conforming a team and playing, absolute cricket team. I don't know if you like cricket.
What? Do I like what?
Do you like cricket? I see on the website you're a tall man, look like. Maybe you're a good fast bowler or something.
I'm not very good at cricket, is it?
Cricket, yeah, very good.
I'm not very good at cricket. I don't really like it. I find it quite boring.
We'll just have a good jolly, You don't have to be really good. I'm not too good. But it's the fun and joining in to play this.
I'd like batting, but I don't like bowling, and I don't like fielding, and I don't like it when I've been knocked out.
That is okay. We can have a tea and lunch.
What?
Instead of you having to, you can just bat and then go out to tea, come back after lunch, and just sit in the long leg behind the bowler. You don't need to field.
Okay. But so what are you? You're an astrophysicist?
That's right.
Yeah. And there are no other astrophysicists that you know that like cricket?
No, not really. They're very insular people,
Okay. I've got my wingman on the line, Verinda. Hey, good. Vinny's here. Vinny, do you like cricket?
Yeah.
Verinda, you like cricket?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a good player?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You from India?
No.
Oh, background from India?
Yeah.
Then you must be good at cricket. We are all very good.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Where do you...
Doctor?
Yes?
Do you play any musical instruments?
Unfortunately, I'm not skilled in that manner.
You don't play the guitar?
No.
The ukulele?
No.
Banjo?
Sorry?
Do you play the banjo?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying something rude there. But no, I don't play banjo.
What did you think you said?
That could have been no, so I don't want to repeat this on the radio. Not appropriate. But sorry.
What?
Sorry, are you still on the line?
Yes.
Have you got any pets, Doctor?
Pets? No, I don't like to captivate animal. A polar bear, maybe, if I could ever have a polar bear.
My sister's got a new dog.
Oh,
they've called it Lun.
Norwegian dog.
Yes, it's Norwegian.
I have a colleague called Lund, Mr. Kenneth Lund, doctor. Well, he's a consultant, is Mr.
That's not that bad, don't worry about it.
Sorry? I would have one because I'm a male, but I catch the joke now.
How many do you have?
I only have one, like yourself, Verinda. Oh, I don't have anything like you. I don't think you have.
Oh no, I've got one.
Okay.
You have one.
Right.
Okay.
So,
and Louise certainly does not have one.
So, you're wondering what if we could start a cricket team?
Yes, while it is summer, we don't have a long summer. Maybe we can have a quick game.
Okay.
With your listener, organize something down Goodnight Park or somewhere.
Okay, well, Dr. Halliwax, why don't you give us a call tomorrow?
Okay.
And we'll see how many people we've got. If anyone wants to join the Absolute Radio Cricket Team, 0330 123 1215. Well, how about that?
Certainly. What an entertaining show. I first time discovered this thing. It's very nice. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Speak to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good evening. Bye-bye. What a nice gentleman. Wasn't he nice, Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want?
I always thought you were, pretty useless. But I didn't realise how useless until today.
Why? What happened today to make you realise exactly how useless I am, you idiot?
Well, you had the sparks on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping you could ask them about me, because the previous time you had them on the...
That was you phoned up and you sang to them, didn't you? You sang This Town May Bring Enough Both. That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, but it's really funny, isn't it? I made them laugh. I made them laugh.
Yeah, you just said that twice. Yes, yes. Well, Vinny, I've just realised that this is Freshers Week. It's new callers only.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Oh, indeed. Eloise, I cannot believe. Eloise came on while the last Bruce Springsteen was dancing in the dark. Eloise came on and said, "Oh, we've got a doctor on the line. He's a real doctor. Maybe you should put him on before you speak to Vinny or Jerry or any of the other callers we've got, because he's a proper doctor and he doesn't quite get the show." I cannot for a second believe you thought he was a real doctor or even a real Indian. We've probably offended loads of people now with him doing that voice.
I really thought he was.
You get sucked in by these muppets so easily, for goodness sakes. Very funny. I would put that out. Or Sparks as well. Put 2 best bits out. Why not?
Okay.
There you go. You sighed there because you know it means more work for you. God damn it, as it should be. An odd show this evening, but I like it when it's like that. We've got Jackie on the line. We've got Jerry on the line. We'll come to those in a few minutes. 0330 123 1215. We're asking, ever had an embarrassing incident during an interview for a job? And did Jesus invent vinegar? I think that was the thing that we were talking about. It was something like that. 0330 123 1215.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
It's an odd one tonight. If you've just tuned in, you miss a brilliant interview with Sparks. I'm sure that will probably be the Best Bit interview, Best Bit podcast tomorrow. You've also missed an astrophysicist coming on who wants to start a cricket team. I don't even like cricket, but I'm kind of tempted because I'd like to play with good Dr. Halliwax. Sounds like fun. 0330 123 1215.
Absolute Radio.
Well, that didn't work, did it, Eloise?
No, but it was just a test. I don't know why people are taking it so seriously.
Everyone is but they're still posting on the page, even though you've closed the wall.
I don't know how to stop that.
You can't stop it.
It just shows, though, that I don't really care. Like, I just want people to phone in. We've got no calls, and they want to support the show, but come on,
so you've annoyed everybody.
Oh, I don't
on
really.
The Facebook page, and yet they're still posting on the Facebook page. How have you... Kids, listen, this is not coming from me. This is Eloise's idea of promoting the show to close down facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. I don't understand it at all. Hey, I had a good day today. I presented...
I can't believe you just backstabbing me when you were like, yeah, go on then.
It was nothing to do with me. It was I want the kids to go on there and talk about stuff.
Don't even start that. This was not all me. You can't put the blame all on me.
Totally
I
was.
suggested it because I thought it would maybe get some people to phone in because we're not having much new callers.
I have decided that I'm not letting you do enough creative input into the show. You're the producer, and so I'm taking a back seat on decisions like this and letting you learn from your mistakes.
Anyone who hears this surely knows that you're not telling the truth there.
I think she's drunk, dear listener. I don't know what she's whittering on about. Her microphone has been faded down. Hey, I had a good day today. I presented an award, the Cat Protection Awards. Yeah, that's right. I had to go and give an award to some people for a cat. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I was a little bit nervous. But there's just loads of cat people there, and cat people... generally very nice. If you've got more than 3 cats and you live on your own, you're a little bit weird. But generally, they're very nice. And I met Leslie Joseph from the Birds of a Feather. I met Sarah Jane Honeywell from CBBC, who was very, very lovely. My little 5-year-old nephew will be over the moon that I met her. And I met a lady vet whose name I can't remember. But it was very good. So thank you to everyone there who was there. And lots of nice people came up and said hello and had their pictures taken with me. And it was all rather jolly. Thank you very much for that. Right. Last 55 minutes of the show. Polly James is on at 1 o'clock. I think I have that correct. I've seen her in the building, so that's probably the reason she's here. If you want to give us a call now, would be an excellent time. 0330 123 1215. It's Freshers Week. New callers or irregular callers only. We put out some topics. Ever muffed up really badly in an interview? What's Jesus' connection with vinegar? I still don't quite know what that topic is. That one came from Wolfie, Milton Keynes. And I'm not totally sure. If you want to phone up and just sing the Jelly on a Plate song, you're more than welcome to. Also, I've got very, I think I've pulled a muscle in my left buttock. My left buttock is very, very tense. And it feels like I need someone to give me an arse massage. Basically, not internal, that would be inappropriate. But I need my buttocks needed. I'm kind of looking at Eloise. I'm wondering if she would be able to just really pummel it with her fists. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being vulgar here. You just get like a knot in your buttocks. Have you ever had that? If you've ever had it, 0330 123 1215. Let me know. How you got rid of it. It feels like I need to have my bum massaged, and I don't know if technically if that's possible. You couldn't go to I could never go to a massage parlour because I'd never be sure if those massage parlours were really massage parlours or they were, prozzies. You know what I mean? Because you see all these massage parlours on the high street, and you just think, is that a real place, or is that going to be prostitutes? Nothing against prostitutes at all. They do a fantastic job, and congratulations to them for what they do. I wouldn't want to touch an old man's winkle, not for 25 quid, not for 35 quid, maybe for 50 quid, I'm not sure. But you ever wandered into a massage parlour genuinely wanting a massage and then thought, I think I'm in the wrong place. Why is she dressed up as a schoolgirl, and why is that one wearing a leather catsuit? 0330 123 1215. Jerry's on the line. Good evening, Jerry.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Jerry. Sorry to keep you waiting so long, mate. What can I do for you?
You haven't shut the Facebook site down properly.
Yeah, I know. Listen, Jerry, this is Eloise's idea. She thinks it's a good idea to close the Facebook site. I don't want to wind those guys up. One thing I've learned, never... Jeez! What the hell? What the... Jeez! Jerry, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Your phone just started playing some psychedelic Cardiacs tune.
Is it that Mickey Mouse Doctor again?
It could be. That wasn't me that was doing that. That came from you.
Got multiple talents. What you'll do is get dressed up.
Yes.
Build some crosses board.
Yeah, what?
Set a clown on the knee. Take a picture and put it up on the screen.
Can I just say, Jerry, you are the most bonkers caller we've had all night. And we've had some bonkers callers.
And I'd like to join the cricket team.
You'd like to join the cricket team? OK, I have to do a little... we are looking for players for a cricket team, a sport I detest.
Unique skills.
What skills have you got, Jerry?
A wheelchair, so I can bring the drinks on.
Okay. Aha! Now you're talking my language. Is it a manual wheelchair or an automatic one?
Both.
So would you mind if we plonked you on a bench and I drove around the cricket green in your wheelchair for half an hour and ran the battery down?
Yeah, because I couldn't get home then.
No, that's okay. I'm sure someone could find you a lift. My mum's got an electric wheelchair, and they are a lot of fun.
Do you go round after?
They go quite slowly. They also go very quickly. My mum is a terrible, terrible driver. She wasn't a particularly good driver in a car. She's a worse driver in a wheelchair. And she's constantly... They got taken to some... her and some of the residents in the home where she lives got taken to some lord of the manor's house. And she kept smacking into his fountain. And this fountain cost like 60 grand. And she kept smashing into it.
You're trying to go around the post office like an adventure playground.
Oh, man. Be honest with me, Jerry. Do you sometimes pretend your driving's a little bit worse than it actually is, just so you can knock into people and knock things over?
It's a bit like shopping trolley syndrome.
Yeah, well, exactly. But if I was in one of those things, and, heaven forbid, but if I were, I would take full advantage of the special rights that would give me, and I'd be bumping into people, knocking stuff over, I'd be knocking everything over.
good looking grumpy and angry and shaking your fist outside shops they've got.
And no one's going to have a go at a fella in a wheelchair, are they?
I think I'm doing Gareth Hunt impressions with my nest.
Well, the kids aren't going to understand a Gareth Hunt impression, Jerry. They're going to think it's Cockney rhyming slang for something terrible. Jerry, listen, you're in the cricket team, definitely.
Just a quick one.
Go on, fella.
That bloke went for the insurance interview.
Yeah.
He should have brought claim in.
There you go, you see. I knew there was a joke waiting. Thank you, Jerry. I knew there was a joke waiting to be given there, and he came up with it. Jackie!
Hello.
Hello, Jackie, how are you?
I'm very well, how are you?
I'm very well. Is it true that you are a Facebooker and you're furious with my producer for closing the page down?
I'm not furious. All I'm doing is supporting your phone lines. I'm old-fashioned, and I would rather phone you than Facebook you.
Well, Jackie, turn your radio off, because there's a 7-second delay and it gets confusing.
Babe. Thank you very much.
Have you got a fella there with you?
Yes, I have.
You sound like you're 12 years old. How old are you?
I'm 29.
20? You sounded like... I thought we had a little kid on, and then she's going, all right, babe, turn that off, will you, love? I thought, blimey, they start young these days. You're 29 years old.
Yes, I'm 29 years old.
OK, well, that's good. So, have you got anything to say, though?
Well, I was saying about your interviews.
Oh, yeah.
You were saying about your embarrassing interviews.
That's
it's not
right.
an interview as such.
Go on.
I am a hairdresser.
Lovely.
And I went to a friend's house. She said she's had a friend who needed a haircut.
Yeah.
And she was deaf.
Right.
With hairdressers, I don't know if you know, but with hairdressers, when you've got ladies with long hair, you use ears for sectioning.
What do you mean? What does that mean? You use ears for sectioning?
Right, so you do the back, so you section off the front bit as a T-section. You wouldn't understand, but...
I wouldn't understand, no. I did cut a lady's hair once, but that was it. But go on.
But anyway...
Yeah.
She didn't tell me that she didn't have no ears.
Oh, she hasn't got any ears?
She has no ears. Completely no ears.
So she's earless? Wow, OK.
Completely. So I went down, expecting to find an ear,
Yeah.
section it off and clip it up,
Yeah.
and there was nothing.
Oh, my goodness gracious me.
And I didn't know what to do or what to say, so I just carried on as normal.
Give it grade 1.
No, I didn't give her a grade 1. Anyway,
Great
I
one.
have
Shut
enough...
up, you idiot in the back. Shut up. Jackie's telling me a sensitive story. Shut up.
Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the story. I was so embarrassed, but I didn't know what to do. But she could have told me she had no ears to let me know.
It's a tough one to bring up in a conversation, isn't it? By the way, she's got no ears.
Yes, by the way...
Tell your fella to shut up. He's annoying me.
He says, can you shut up? You're annoying him.
He knows me well.
No. Right.
I know him well. That's a creepy thought. Jackie, I've got to go. Thank you for that. Oh, I've just seen we've got a Stevie Wonder song next. That's very good. We don't get Stevie Wonder on this show. What the hell? Look at this. It's very exciting. Yes. A rarity. Right. 0330 123 12 15 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Next week's show, we've got Leon Russell. I keep going on about him. He's a legend. He's actually a legend. He has worked with everyone. He was in the Phil Spector kind of Wrecking Crew group. He's worked with the Beach Boys. He's written songs for the Carpenters. He's worked with Joe Cocker. He's doing an album with Elton John. He's worked with everyone. And I'm very excited. He's coming in tomorrow, and we'll record that, and that'll probably go out next week, I would imagine. If you've missed any of the shows this week, and this week and last week, this is what having a break does for you. This is what having a holiday and doing a terrible reality show can do for you. Last week's shows and this week's shows, I would say, have been some of the best shows we've done in a long, long time. I thoroughly recommend them all. I recommend yesterday's show when Dougie Anderson came in. And perhaps more on him in the future, who knows. We had Brian Posehn in on Monday, and last week's shows were all a treat. So, if you missed them, you can go to iTunes and download the podcasts, or you can go to absoluteradio.co.uk/podcasts and download them then. And the iPhone app, I don't know. There's a chance it's not going to be happening. I know, it's annoying, isn't it? If you want to complain to my boss, what the hell, I've only got 2 months left in this contract. The odds are it's not going to get renewed. Email him, mr.grace@absoluteradio.co.uk, and tell him what you feel. Don't be too rude, because, you know, it would be nice to get the contract renewed, but I suspect the fact that they're sitting on a fully formed, fully developed, freely built iPhone application for the Iain Lee show would suggest to me that things are not good in the kitchen of cooking dinner for the show. I don't know where that's going, but basically, if you want to complain to my boss about that and anything else, maybe you want to petition to get the show starting at 10 o'clock again. Maybe you want to petition to get my contract renewed. Mr.Grace@absoluteradio.co.uk is the email address for that and all of your needs. If you want to give the show a call tonight, 0330 123 1215. If you are new, if you only just tuned in for the first time tonight or the last few days, I'm throwing these topics out. We've got 4 callers lined up and a few others, I think, waiting to be called back. But you can call in about anything. It's not like TalkSport or 5 Live where you're governed by the guff that's thrown out at you by the idiot talking away. This idiot talks away, but you can phone up and talk about anything you want. I may give you short shrift if you're an idiot. That's by the by, but we'll see. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Well, hopefully we'll have some of your calls after we've had a little bit of this.
This is Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11.
Yeah, I was wondering if you can sponsor my pet gay fish. I mean, if you want to wear women's clothes, why don't you have a sex change as well?
How come we got to play that? That's a great song. More of those, please. Oh, yes, please. OK, we've got a few calls on the line. Let's go to... Bill is in London. Good evening, Bill.
Ian, hello.
Hello, Bill. What can I do for you, sir?
How are you? Right, I've been listening to your show since December last year because I just moved down to London to work down here.
OK, yeah.
And the first time I've been able to get on, so I'm chuffed a bit.
Well done. Well, good for you, sir. Well, what can we do for... I can't speak. I'm all nervous, Bill. I can't speak to you.
Right, I've got a little game for you to play with your listeners.
OK, go on.
It's quite interesting. What it is, every time somebody calls up...
Yeah.
Right, if you get them to leave you a name of a famous person who's got a Christian name for the surname as well. Yeah?
OK, OK, yeah, go on.
As in Les Dennis, yeah, for example.
Yeah.
Right, now, if anybody duplicates somebody, then they are out of the running. If anybody gives you a unique name that no one else has said, by the end of the week, they win a prize.
I don't know what you mean by unique... What do you mean?
That nobody else has duplicated. Like say, for example, if you write them all down...
Yeah.
Right, like say I've said Les Dennis to you now. You say, right, Bill said Les Dennis. You've got me number.
Yeah.
If nobody else says Les Dennis, I win a prize. Right? But if somebody else says Les Dennis, then we're both out.
OK, but then the next person might phone up and say Les Dennis just to stop you winning a prize.
Well, yeah, but then he won't win a prize either, will he?
But there are because we did a phone-in a few weeks ago on celebrities that have got 2 first names. For example, Iain Lee.
Right, yeah.
But there are loads of them.
I know there's loads, but you must get one person who picks a... I mean, I've got one with 3.
Oh, well, were you not listening a few weeks ago? We did this.
I must have been on holiday or off sick, one of the two.
Go on, what's your 3?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. Yeah, I did think about it. Curtis, you could have. Of course, you could have. I can't remember. We had a load of 3s calling in. We did, but Bill, we haven't got any prizes to give away. No one can. No one. We're kind of like the lowest of the low here. We don't get any of the prizes. The prizes we do get that trickle through are rubbish.
Yeah, well, the prizes are... I wouldn't mind winning a rubbish prize because I win out. I never win any of them.
Oh, really?
A box of Maltesers through the post would really do me. Really.
We don't even get Maltesers. Maltesers will be a brilliant prize.
It would, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I've been listening to your show since December. I work on the underground, you see, so I'm permanent night. And I'm driving between about 11 o'clock and 12:30.
Yeah.
So I get an hour and a half of it every time they're on.
Is it true that have the trains on the Victoria line been updated to have air conditioning?
I'm not sure because I'm on the Jubilee line at the moment.
I was on the Victoria line, and I'm sure I'd heard they had got air conditioning, and I was on them, and the trains have definitely been updated. It was still boiling hot in there, and also they've got rid of the lovely little side seats that face each other.
Well, they're all front and back ones now.
Yes, I don't like that.
I don't know, because, I mean, I get a little bit intimidated when you're... Where do you look when you're sitting on the side streets? Do you look at the person directly in front of you and stare
at them? I stare them right in the face, sir. Oh, let's see who cracks first, shall we?
I do look at people, right, because I'm a Geordie, right, and I find people interesting, so I do look at people. Then they look at me as though I'm a weirdo because I'm looking at them, and then you immediately you look away, don't you?
Yeah, well, no... I do kind of try and step... Well, sometimes I stare, sometimes I just look at the floor because The tube is a weird travelling. Have you seen these bikes that have popped up all over London?
Well, the Barclays bikes.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I'm actually tempted.
But have you seen them, though, that they look a bit naff? I don't know what they like to ride. I mean, talking about bikes...
Yeah.
I've just ordered one off the internet. It arrived yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was knackered just putting it together.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones that you build up, you know. And I went out on it today... and the pedal come off, and I fell off it. And I must have been on it in about 2 minutes. Ooh. And then, the thing is, I'm one of these impatient people who've got to get on things straight away.
Yeah.
And then when I got the instruction book out, it says, please tighten all nuts and bolts before use, because
Bill, I don't know anything about building bikes, but I know that if I built one, I would have to tighten the nuts and bolts, you idiot.
No, but the thing is, I didn't build it from scratch. The pedals were already on.
Gee, well, think you'd test
it, but they had to be retightened, you know, and I didn't do it, so anyway, that's my bike story. Have you been on these Barclays ones yet?
Bill, someone's just texted in the name Les Dennis, so you don't win, I'm afraid.
Les Dennis?
Yeah, I'm afraid you don't win.
No, I've said Jamie Lee Curtis now as well.
But I'm saying Jamie Lee Curtis, so you do not win a box of Maltesers.
Oh, well, I'll have to ring in next year.
Bill, it's lovely to talk to you, mate. Do call again. I want to go to Anna in the Kingston. Good evening, Anna.
Hello.
Hello, Anna. Oh, you're very giggly.
I haven't called up a radio station before.
No, you've never called one. No, you've called one, and I believe you've called one because you've got something very special you want to do.
Have I?
You want to... Oh, no, that's Rachel that wants to... Oh, hang on a second. Rachel?
Oh.
Oh, no, I've moved... Stay there, Anna, hang on. Rachel?
Yes?
Oh, Rachel?
Yes?
Oh, you're on my speakerphone for some reason. How did you get there?
I don't know.
Oh, you're on my speakerphone. Okay, Rachel, you want to sing Jelly on a Plate, do you?
Yes, please.
Okay, away you go.
Okay, right. Okay, imagine put your left hand out flat.
Oh, is there a dance for the Jelly on the Plate as well?
Well, yes, and your right hand on top, like on top of a jelly mould.
Okay, hang on a second,
and
okay.
You shake it about and you go, jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, jelly on a jelly on a jelly on a plate.
Well, you got the words wrong.
Yeah.
You totally got the words wrong.
Oh, well, maybe I did, but...
The words are wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble.
Oh, yes, you're quite right.
Right, again, do it again, please, Rachel. Everyone, left arm out, right arm on the top as though it's a jelly mould. Away you go.
Left arm out, right arm on the top. Ready?
Yes.
Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Wibble, wobble, jelly on a plate.
Can I just say, and I don't want this to... You are on speakerphone for some reason, I don't know why. I don't want this to go the way of seediness, but you made the Jelly on the Plate song sound really sexy.
Oh, well, I just wanted to sing it. Sorry.
Well, Rachel, don't apologise. It's a compliment. Rachel, thank you very much for that.
All right,
bye-bye, there we go. Bye-bye, there we go. You see, isn't that fantastic? This is the beauty of this show. I don't know why she was on the speakerphone then, that was odd. The beauty of the show is that ladies can phone up and make the Jelly on the Plate song sound sexy. I can't believe she got the words wrong, though, Anna.
I know, follow the proverbial toque.
She got the words wrong to Jelly on... Maybe she was nervous as well.
Everyone knows it's Wibble Wobble.
Wibble Wobble. I wonder who wrote that. And do we have to... Eloise, do we have to pay the Jelly on the Plate people money every time?
Yes, we do.
PRS? Oh,
Probably the first money they've got in a while.
You know that you very rarely see people singing Happy Birthday on television programmes and films because it costs an absolute fortune. You have to pay PRS on that, and so whoever owns it, I heard a rumour it was Paul McCartney, but I could be wrong. But whoever owns Happy Birthday makes a fortune on it. You obviously don't pay them when you sing it on someone's birthday, but on the telly,
That'd be awkward.
It would be awkward, wouldn't it? You sing Happy Birthday,
That,
and then
for a Pop birthday party, age 7, lasts like 50 pence.
yeah.
More than that, be interesting.
You'd have to pass the hat around. So we've sung the birthday song. If everyone who did sing it, if you could just put £1 into the hat, please, and we'll send it off to Paul McCartney, who we think may own it. We're not totally sure.
That might be a plan to get us out of the recession.
Oh, yeah, go on.
If you put VAT onto it, or some sort of birthday tax,
Birthday tax, yep.
everyone, and sort of the government would get more money, hopefully put it into some sort of special education fund to make parents be okay with it or something clever like that.
I hate David Cameron, but I'm starting to like David Cameron just because he's the biggest idiot ever. He's going around the whole world slagging everybody off.
He is rather.
He just doesn't care. He went to America. Yeah.
What were you expecting from a Tory, though?
Well, I was expecting him to wait 6 months, to be honest.
Because I can't vote, so...
Well, don't bother. It's a waste. It's a waste. I voted Lib Dem. Look at them. They stabbed me in the back.
Oh, my dad would like you.
Oh, they totally stabbed. I had to... Oh, I nearly gave away something that I did the other way. I can't say that. But they totally stabbed me in the back. Never going to get... I didn't want to vote Labour because of the illegal war. Voted Lib Dem. They stabbed me in the back, so I will go back to voting Labour. There we go. That's.
It sounds very much like conversations I've had with my friends. We were very sad and went to school in our political colours.
Yeah.
On election day.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man alive.
Yeah, we are the geeks.
Hey, Anna, how old are you? 15?
16.
16, okay.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, look at you. You're still not old enough to legally drink, so up yours.
Actually, I can have a drink with a meal in a pub.
Oh, you know all the little get-outs, don't you boozers, eh?
Because I am so street.
I was very lucky when I was young. I say lucky, it got me in serious trouble later in life. But because I was very tall, I was the one that was, at the age of 15, 16, would go into the off-licences and get the booze for everybody. And spent many a night passed out in a field in Slough after downing a bottle of Thunderbird. That's not the way to go, Anna. That's not the way to go at all. Anyway, I was going to say something, and you've completely made me forget it now, and I hate you for that.
I have that habit of doing that. Anyway, if you know the air conditioning?
Yeah.
Have a feeling Boris Johnson,
yes,
Bojo, was saying that they're going to do it.
I thought these new trains had it.
Oh, no, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I was
I should just say to everyone in the rest of the country, we don't normally get this London-centric. I do apologise. We'll start talking about Liverpool in a minute or something. I don't know.
Can we get... Does it stretch as far as Liverpool? Oh, DAB.
It stretches at AM. We're all over the country, all over the world. God damn it!
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Oh, of course, the international episode.
Yes, well, no, I'd call it an episode. And is there a point to this rambling nonsense?
That is me, isn't it? Rambling nonsense.
It would seem so, and I like you for it.
Thank you.
But it would certainly seem so. It's something gone very positive.
I was going to say, Boris Johnson reminds me of the Milky Bar Kid. Think about it.
Yeah, let's think about it. Hang on, Eloise, think about it for a second. I'm thinking. I'm still thinking.
So that's
I'm still thinking. What are you doing? You strangling an old lady? What's that? What's that noise? She's killing her grandmother. That's not good. What are you don't do that, Anna. Leave her.
It's fine. Actually, you woke my dad up earlier.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that, but I was desperate to break into someone's house and steal something. I do apologise. How did I wake your dad up?
Well, when Eloise rang back, God bless her.
Yeah.
She woke him up. So I had a very awkward conversation down the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear someone coming alive, but I thought, I'll hang up.
Oh, really? You just hung up? You can't do that. Anna, thank you for that.
Oh, okay.
Tata, okay, that's the end, you weirdo. Sarah's in Kensington.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Ian.
I see what it says. Just see what it says on my screen. Yes, hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
Good evening.
My battery's low. I better just plug it in while I'm talking so we don't get cut off.
Your battery for what?
It just said for my mobile phone.
The mobile phone. Okay, lovely.
Just plugging it in.
That's really
as we're talking.
Okay, good for you.
That's it. It's plugged in.
Excellent.
Okay, so how are you? Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. How's married life?
Good.
Everything's good?
Yep.
I just came back from holiday a little while ago.
Oh.
I spent a couple of weeks in Spain.
Yeah.
Came back, but it really wasn't long enough, so I'm off again on Friday.
Where to, Spain?
Yeah, to Menorca.
Are you going back to where you just came from?
Yeah.
That's proper mental.
Well, sort of, but as it's a villa that I don't have to pay for, it isn't really.
And did you get down to some swinging action out there?
No, definitely not. I didn't get down to anything, but I had a lot of nice peace and quiet and
that's good.
swam in a swimming pool and just enjoyed being away from London, and it was cool.
Well, that's all we need from time to time, isn't it?
Yeah, they say change is as good as a rest.
The show's gone a bit weird in the last few minutes, isn't it?
The show went a bit weird.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
What, from your end?
Well, it's just kind of, it's just gone a bit flat and a bit...
Well, I don't know. I don't know. How do you mean it's gone a bit flat?
Well, like, at the start it was full of life.
Well, actually, I wasn't there at the start of it.
And now you're here now.
So it's just gone flat since I've come back in my room.
You've got that, yes.
No, because the first part I was away, so maybe as soon as I've come in and turned on my radio, it's gone a bit flat.
Could be, yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
Could you do us a favour?
Anything, yeah.
Switch your radio off and let's see if it picks up for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We are Box. Good evening, Cora.
Eloise has got no spine. She gave in really quickly. She tried to close down the Facebook page and everybody got a little bit shifty. They was slagging her off on the internet, so she backed down. Eloise, baby,
do you know why I backed down?
No little spine. Oh.
You didn't support me when you also agreed to it. You didn't. I've just seen what you've written. It's all Eloise. Eloise is the one that did this, and you also did it. So you let them take it out all on me. Also, it didn't.
What's the problem? Is she on crack tonight? What is
it? Didn't work. So what's the point in carrying on? They just took it the wrong way.
It was your idea. I said, yeah, sure, you do what you want to do. Because as I'm saying, as the producer of this show, I'm trying to give you more power.
All right, whatever.
You're always saying, I want to do more, I want to be more than just your phone. No, you're not saying it, but you think it.
No,
well, even if you don't think it, you should do, because you don't really do a lot. And so I'm trying to give you more
okay. Shall I not do anything and see what happens?
You don't do a lot? All right, don't do anything for the rest of the show. Let's see how it goes.
Well, it's like 10 minutes to finish.
Well, that's fine.
You're going to do straight to air.
Exactly.
I'll let you do the delay and everything and put Polly on.
Once this last record's on, I'm walking out.
Well, so am I.
Bye. Anthony.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Anthony.
Are you well, sir? Are you well?
You don't care? Carry on.
Yeah, well, anyway, right, this is a bit of an accidental phone call.
Okay.
Because Ross, who was talking about the catapult, I don't want to keep labouring the point, but...
Please leave the catapult is made up. Stop going on about it.
It's gone. I'm walking back from the public house.
Okay.
Ross said, right, let's phone in Absolute Radio. Phoned him in. Ross just bowled it. He said he needs to go for an Ian Wright.
He needs to go for an Ian Wright?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got that. Okay, okay, yes.
But on, on a small point, do you find that Eloise sounds like Emma Willis?
Who's Emma Willis?
She presents BBLB with George Lamb.
I've not seen
Married to Matt Willis of Busted.
Oh, she used to be on live at Studio 5. Eloise, say coming up later, we'll be looking at Britney Spears hairstyles.
Coming up later, we'll be looking at Britney Spears hairstyles.
Oh, she does sound like her, doesn't she?
It could be Emma Willis.
It could be Emma Willis, yes, very, very odd. Well, thank you for that, Anthony.
Quite all right, Ian.
There we go, lovely. There was a tone in his voice there somewhere that was very strange. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. We'll take some calls straight to air, shall we, for the rest of the show, and let's see what happens. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Oh, it's Dr. Halifax here again.
Hello, Doctor.
I'm a little bit... I was listening to your show. I was very much enjoying the first show. But I'm a bit perturbed. You suggest that I'm not originally from India.
Did I say that?
Well, I think you intimated as such.
And you heard me say that, did you?
Yeah, I was listening to the show, yes.
In that case, are you from India?
Of course. I'm from Kerala, south of India.
From where, sorry?
Kerala.
Okay, well, in that case, I apologise, Doctor.
No need to apologise. Maybe sometimes you can make mistake.
What's the city in India where they have that really old... you're an astrophysicist, yeah?
Yes.
What's the city in India where they have that really old astrology place?
That is very vague. It could be any city. Visakhapatnam.
It's the one that was built by one of the kings.
Which king? Shah Jahan? One of the Mughal kings or previous to that?
Okay.
It could be anyone.
Okay, well, we've not had many calls about your cricket team, I'm afraid.
No, I don't think your listeners are very much into cricket. Maybe I'll try 5 Live.
That might be. But give us a call back tomorrow. Maybe we might have generated some interest from people listening on the podcast.
Yes. Certainly, Virender was interested in you.
He was, and we got a fella. We got I can't remember the chap's name, but the chap who's going to let us use his electric wheelchair so we can mess around a bit.
Certainly do the drinks.
Yeah.
He can do bowling with the wheelchair.
He could do the batting as well. He'd be able to do that.
Certainly.
Okay. Well, Dr. Halliwax will talk tomorrow.
Okay, maybe my brother Marvin will call tomorrow as well.
Okay, that'd be fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
Don't get lost now, will you? Good evening.
Okay, bye-bye.
There we go. Let's go to... this is very odd. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello there.
Hello there.
It's David Bowie here.
Wow, this is very... Well, David, you are a new caller. You're more than welcome to call in, sir.
Wonderful. I'd like to sing you a song. I was just jamming in my studio, and I've come up with something new. Seeing if you like it.
I've seen it. I like it. Well, let's hear it.
Okay. Wimble wobble, wimble wobble, jelly on the plate. Wimble wobble, wimble wobble, jelly on the plate.
That's not David Bowie. That's Jimmy Savile, for goodness sakes. Jimmy Savile calling in, pretending to be David Bowie. That's crazy behaviour. Ah, dearie me. Let's get some fun music, shall we? Here we go. This is what we need. Okay, we're taking calls straight to air for the last 10 minutes of the show. We've got 5 minutes of calls, really, before Polly James comes in and does her thing all the way. Is she on until 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a long shift, isn't it? I would literally fall asleep doing that. How does she stay awake? She stays awake by eating bourbons, we know that. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I'd like to sing you a song. I was just jamming in my studio.
Well, that's a long delay.
Come up with something new.
They must be listening online.
I like it. Well, let's hear it.
Line 1!
Okay.
I don't care how you are, Ian. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. That's what we wanted to hear. Let's go to line 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. It's James O'Brien.
Hello, James O'Brien. I was just talking about you earlier on.
Were you? Okay. I'm getting a little bit bored over here. All they want me to talk about is Muslims.
Yeah, well, why don't you come over here? We're allowed to play records and talk about nonsense.
Oh, that would be brilliant, mate.
I'll have a word with the boss in the morning.
Have you, did I hear right that you've just had a baby? Because I've just had a baby. It was 4 years ago, but I'm still talking about it.
You're constantly talking about it. Thank you. I beat James O'Brien in a 400-metre race once, and it was one of the proudest achievements in my life. Now, we only have one call on the line, and it's a withheld. It could either be Mr. Good Evening, although I think he's got bored, or it could be that annoying girl who pretends to be Irish. Shall we try it?
Annoying girl that pretends to be Irish.
Amophily. Amelia.
Amelia. No, she's the one that is Irish, but it's her posh mate.
But she doesn't sound Irish either.
Oh, really?
Let's try it. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, mate. How you fella?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Gary?
No, it's not Gary. It's Sam, and I come from Yeovil. How's life treating you these days?
I'm only talking to you because there are no other callers on the line.
Well, Celestine, I always want to ask you how many times a day you bash the bishop.
Okay, there we go. And now I'm not talking to you, even though there are no callers on the line. It's as simple as that. What time am I interviewing Leon Russell tomorrow? Did we settle on a time, Eloise?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, I shall make sure that I'm somewhere within the vicinity for that tomorrow. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yes?
Up yours.
Oh, up yours, you cheeky monkey. How dare he? Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Ian, I just saw Toy Story. It is wicked.
Okay, I think he said Toy Story 3, but he missed out one syllable somewhere. I've not seen Toy Story 1 or 2 yet. 3, you're on the wireless. Hello? Oh, you're too slow. Okay, let's go to 5, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, my name's Haley.
Hello, Haley.
How are you? Oh, no, I'm not allowed to ask that. I'm so sorry. I'm new at this.
That's okay. Don't you worry about that. It's just a common reflex. But you're not interested, really. You couldn't care less, so...
I'm not that interested.
No.
And I don't think you'd really tell me anyway.
No.
Because I don't tend to tell people.
No.
No.
What can I do for you, Hayley?
Oh, I wanted to tell you that AOL Times Warner owns Happy Birthday.
Do they?
Yes. Bastards.
How much
Am I allowed
money...
to say that?
Not really, no. But you have done, so it's fine. How much money do they get every time it's sung on TV?
I don't know, but I know that you're not allowed to sing it in a pub or a restaurant. That's why they always make up those really rubbish ones of their own.
No.
Yeah, that's what I read on this website. Because I looked it up after you said it.
Oh, that's terrible. They do... You're right, they do have it in restaurants like their made-up Happy Birthday song.
Yeah, it's usually a rap. It's not good.
Oh, Happy Birthday rap. It might work.
Have you never had one of those?
I've never had a Happy Birthday rap, no.
No, you don't. No, you don't want one. Don't.
I'm tempted.
No, don't.
I'm tempted, Hayley.
No, stop.
Listen, I've got to go. We've got time for one more call. Thank you very much for that. Line 9, you're the last call of the evening.
Ooh, chimpanzee that. Monkey news, yeah.
Okay, I didn't understand a word of that, but that'll do. Dear listener, that's it for this evening. We're back tomorrow at 11. If you missed the show tonight or any of the shows this week or last week, they've been good shows, actually. Back, return to form. I suggest you get the podcast from iTunes, or you go to www.absoluteradio.co.uk/podcast. Eloise, thank you very much. Yeah, dear me. Polly James up next. Ta-ta.